Got it. So you were in the right place at the right time. And I'm just grateful that on this good Wednesday, happy hump day. I'm praying for anybody that has any family affected, of course, in Jamaica, Cuba, from Storm Melissa. But I'm just grateful to be here. So let's go ahead and get started and talk about this amazing platform called Freedom Path, which is the future of financial services. And again, my name is Kiwana Walker. So a little bit about Freedom Path. They were founded in 2021 by Kevin Carroll, our CEO and founder, and then we have Ryan Ragland, our president and co-founder. They had a mission. They saw what was needed in America. They saw where people were lacking in regards to their personal credit, in regards to business credit, business funding, and they came up with a solution. They are 100% debt-free and privately owned company. They are leading the industry in technology and services. So again, if someone took their time out today because maybe you inquired about a post or you inquired about something they wore or whatever it is that got you in front of Miss Kewi today, you are in the right place at the right time. You're here with the number one leading in technology and services company and platform. And we have a mission here to help build 1 million people, or help 1 million people in the next 5 years. And we're going to do that with our brand new vice president of sales, Mr. Kent Williams. His background is impeccable. Now, if you're not a believer about what I'm saying about Freedom Path, it's cool. It's cool, it'll work. But listen, you can Google us and see the reviews for yourself. We have a top-notch A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. And so you don't want to be associated with any other kind of brand or company or anything else or another organization that doesn't have those grave reviews. Okay. So Freedom Wealth is our flagship. That's the credit, right? If you're here to work on your credit, put "that's me" in the chat, okay? So we have what we call our score path that's going to help you show where your credit stands, how to improve it, how to unlock the path to better financial opportunities. We have our wealth path, which is a great platform is going to help you be able to get the tools to build and protect your financial future. That is your estate planning. Now, a little bit about me, and I'll go over that a little bit later, but I was a paralegal for 12 years. If you do not have a will and trust, you're not running life correctly, right? We have a bunch of celebrities who have passed on that did not have this will and trust in their estate protected and already mapped out and planned. So what happens is you're leaving a loophole. I don't care if you say, "Well, I don't have much, Miss Kiwi. I got a little something. It ain't much at all. I ain't got nothing to leave nobody." Trust me, when my biological father passed away, they were fighting over kitchen rugs. Somebody put what in the chat? They were fighting over the kitchen rugs, okay? It matched this person's decor. This person telling me this, that, or the other that he said that they could have it, and all this additional stuff that they had going on. So you can definitely understand that you may think you don't have much, but to somebody else, it's a lot. Okay. But that will and trust is a great thing in place, especially if you have kids or grandkids or a spouse. Even if you have pets, you want to make sure that you have your endeavors in order, because as you can see, nobody is promised tomorrow. We have people leaving this earth left and right, day in and day out. Look what happened in Jamaica yesterday. Some people didn't wake up knowing that was going to be their last day. So you want to make sure you have that. But the beautiful platform here that we have at Freedom Path called Freedom Wealth is going to get you in position, because with your membership comes that will and trust. Okay. You have our life path is going to help you be able to get smarter every day and helping you, protect your identity theft and things of that nature. So when you sign up for the services to help improve your credit, all of these things are included. And if you are someone that's like, "Listen, I got to work on my credit because I want to start a business. I need to build my business credit and I don't know where to start. I got to get an LLC, maybe an EIN, maybe a Duns and Brad. I don't know what to do." The person that invited you does. And so we have our business path that's going to help you with everything. It helps you get the business set up if you need help with that. We have our Business Credit Academy to put you in position to help you make sure that you have all of your compliance needs met. And if you are already a business owner and you're thriving and you just need a little bit of funding before the holidays or after, we can definitely assist you with that. And so when you join, you get what they call your own kind of like customer portal, and all of these things will be within your portal. So once you sign up, the person that invited you will be able to go over that. But if you see it, the picture below, that's what your portal will look like, and you'll have complete access, 24/7 access to that portal. Okay. So when we send out your dispute letters, It's going to look like this. What I love about this platform is, guess what? You can send these out yourself. It's kind of like I can do it myself with a little bit of guidance, or the person that assists you can assist you with getting these letters out, but everything is drawn out. So the thing about Freedom Path is they are the leader in technology for a reason. And the old school way, we have to hand write these letters. You get carpal tunnel, your hands are hurting, you got dents and scratches going on. Let me tell you one thing about Miss Kiwi. I'm a typist. Baby, you want my cousin in prison right now. He be like, cousin, why you don't write me? And I say, because you use the W word. Baby, I don't write nobody. I don't like to write a check. I don't like to do any of that because it hurt my hands. So I ain't got time for that. But you want me to type some out? I got you, right? But in this case, AI technology is taking over. Let's be honest. If you look around, AI is taking over everything. So why in the credit industry will we be the last ones to get the invitation about AI? We were the first ones to do it. Somebody put the first in the chat. Okay. So with the AI technology, and guess what happens with your letters? You're not waiting 10 days to get stuff out. You can actually send these letters out via your portal the same day. You pay like an extra $2 to get them out and gone. Now, if you want to be old school, you're going to put it in the mailbox, right? You're going to give them enough time to get it, but they have by law 45 days to respond. And then every 45 days, you'll be able to send out your next round of disputes. Let's be honest. Some things are not going to come off like this. We got to be 100% truthful here. Some things take time. It took time to get it on your credit. It's going to take a little bit of time to get it off. But the one thing I can tell you this is the person that invited you, they are a skilled credit expert. They're going to be able to assist you with where your credit starts at. They'll give you the platform of what they need to help you grow your credit. Remember, you have to build, and you also have to be a product of the product. Don't pay for a service and get ghosts. You have to be present to make sure that you are also working diligently and accurately behind the scenes, paying things up, paying things off, not continuing to run your credit, especially if your dream is to become a homeowner. How do you guys feel about that? Put some fire emojis in the chat, right? So once your letters have gone out, you'll get an alert like this. If your broker is the one sending your letters out, you'll get an email and you know that your letters have been mailed. But as you can see right here, like I said, they have 30 days to respond after receiving it. However, additional information could be requested and they get up to 45 days. So don't go messaging the person that signed you up and after 10 days. I have my clients be like, what's going on? Nothing is going on. We still they probably just got it in the mail. Calm down, right? So you have to wait and be patient. It is a process, but trust the process. Listen, I'm a product of this myself, and it has changed my life. Okay. So as you can see right here, as your score starts to grow up, grow up. As your score starts to go up, okay, you have what we call the progress tracker. It's going to tell you how many items have been removed off of your credit report. And then we have the score tracker, one of my favorite things to send my clients because they get excited. I'm like, I just called my client last week who actually called me because she never logged into her portal since the first day she enrolled, which is a few months back. And she's like, oh, I don't know what my credit is doing. I think it's not doing well. And I'm like, girl, we've been doing this every 45 days. Where you been? I give you updates all the time. But I said, let's log in real quick. Let me just show you. And her credit score had gone up 68 points. I think an Experian, another like 47 in TransUnion. Her Equifax was up 92 points. So guess who's getting ready to get pre-approved? She's like a 687 collectively, and so now she's there, a single mom, you guys, with a child who is extremely sick, and she's in and out of the hospital with her. But now she gets to give her child a home and no longer have to stay in that apartment that they are in. Somebody put some fire emojis in the chat for that individual, right? And that's going to be you, right? Because we have our 3B monitoring, our score boost. We even have a credit attorney that helps you with consumer law protection. So there are some situations where you may need a credit attorney to give you some advice to be able to assist you what to do next. And you have that already built into your platform and your membership. And of course, we have our credit builder account. So it's kind of like, what do you call it? What is it? Goodness gracious, I can't think. If anybody can think of what I'm getting ready to say or what I'm trying to say, the credit builder account is kind of like the thing that you pay into it and you continue to pay every single month and you save money, but at the same time you're building your credit. For some reason, I cannot think of what I'm trying to say, but I think you guys know what I'm saying. I can't think of the other one. I think it starts with an S. I can't remember it, but not the secure credit card. That's a credit card, but this is like the platform where you would pay a little bit upfront and then you pay every single month, kind of like an escrow. So you're paying self lender. That's what it's called, self lender. So our build credit account is kind of like self lender, where you're paying yourself every single month. You're building that platform up, but the money is being saved, but it's helping you build your credit. All right. It's an amazing platform. But of course, you're going to get back with the person who invited you if you have any additional questions. And we kind of went over this already, so I'm going to go ahead and move fast. But as you can see here, we have real results. We have major individuals who are getting their clients results. These are real brokers within our company who have helped their clients get results. As you see, we have Coach Kev. He's gotten his clients 94 points in 86 days. Look at Rod, 120 points in 40. That's one round. Somebody put one in the chat. Jocelyn, 127 points in over 103 days. And we got Qualita here, 82 points. That could be you. That could be your cousin. That could be somebody you know that's in a situation where they need to improve their credit. This could be you. Real results. We got 55 points here, 86 right here with Alan, right? Look at these results. Proof is in the pudding. I don't have to explain anymore, right? 194-point boost. Miss Tina got her client in 180 days. But look at Kiana, who's actually on this Zoom right now. 140-point increase in 105. Somebody put some clapping emojis in the chat. What would you do with a 140-point increase? Look at your credit score right now. Even if you're at a 700, a 140 will put you almost to 850, right? What could you do with a 140-point increase in 105 days? That's life-changing results right there. And that's what we do here at Freedom Path. That's why I love this amazing platform. All right, so a little bit more about me. Like I told you, I'm a product of the product. I started this and I came to this whole thing because I had bad credit. My credit score was 465. And I was sitting there, I was stuck in my apartment complex. They were telling me, they wrote me a letter and they said that, within the next time I get ready to renew my lease, that my rent was going to be going up almost $250. So here I was, a defense paralegal. I was there for over 12 years. I'm making pretty good money. I'm a single mom, but I'm like, dang, they $250 for this? Like, it didn't even have no upgrades. It didn't have no stainless steel. I still had carpet. Okay. So I'm like, I'm not going to pay $250 for this. I need to move somewhere else. If I'm going to pay $250, I need to get the rest of the best. I couldn't move. No, ma'am. No, sir. So when I went to go out and try to find a new apartment, guess who got denied 3 times? Me. Guess who wasted application fees 3 times? Me. Guess who came back looking crazy because I may have to stay and pay this $250 at this place? Me. That's when I had to seek out and figure out a way to be able to help me transform my life and my credit. I wasn't raised on it. How many of you learned about credit in school? Miss Kewi wasn't. My mom didn't teach me any of that. Okay. But then I found this platform that helped me be able to increase my credit score. In 2024, I joined and partnered with Freedom Path because I wanted to help other individuals be able to do and get the results that I got. It's amazing here. Right? I've helped 2 of my friends become homeowners because of this platform. I'm in the process right now of working with my brother. I'm in the process right now of working with my mom. It just feels really good to give back in a positive way, especially in this economy. Right? All things are possible with Freedom Path. All you have to do is get started and be ready to roll. Okay. So start your credit journey now. Get back with the person that invited you. It's only $189. And I know some of y'all like, only. Girl, that's a lot of money. It is for some people. I get it. And for me, at the time in which I had to pay to get started, it was almost $300 back then. I only had, oh my God, I probably had about a good $350 in my account. And I think most of that was a light bill that I had got an extension on for the next week coming up. But I had to make a decision. I had vowed to myself the new year. I started in March. I had vowed to myself the new year that I was going to do something for me for a change. And I made that sacrifice with my eyes closed to go ahead and join. And look where I am now. This is almost 7 years ago. So you don't have the $189 up front. It's okay. It's $99 monthly to maintain your membership. But guess what they have now? They didn't have this back then. I wish they did, right? So they have what they call Zip. Klarna, and Afterpay. These things allow you to take your payment and break it up into four. Somebody put the number four in the chat for me. Break it up into four payments. So instead of paying 189 today, I'm gonna do the math for you. I'm not no mathematician, but I'm gonna do the best I can with my handy dandy calculator. Yes, I am. Right. So instead of paying 189 a day, you're paying 47.25. So if you're getting paid this week, you pay 47.25 this week. In 2 more weeks, you'll pay another 47.25, and then 2 more weeks after that. But guess what? You don't have to pay it all up front. And now you have been able to start your membership and start the journey to have better credit. Right? How do you guys like that? Put some fire emojis in the chat. Now, I want to know how you feel. Are you ready? But you have a few questions, right? Do you know someone else that may need these services? Might not quite be you today, right? But are you serious? Like, yes, I'm ready to go ahead and get started. Please send me the online application. If that is you, I'm telling you to get back with the person who invited you right now. Send them a text right now and let them know, send me the application. Miss Kewi is right. I got to start procrastinating. Halloween is one day. You're spending all this money on Halloween decorations and things for these kids, baby. I walked in Sam's Club, peeked at the candy. I seen it was $47. I peeked on back around and got up out of there. I'm gonna have to go and do a little trick or treating with my nephews this year. I ain't gonna better buy no candy. Miss Kiwi ain't gonna give it out, baby. I ain't gonna spend 105, 10, 15, $20 on no candy to give it away. But I'll be happy to walk around and get a little bit of get a little steps in and help them do a little trick or treat. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know what y'all gonna do, but that's what Miss Kiwi do. I peeked. I said, no, I ain't gonna be able to do it, right? But get back with the person who invited you. They are ready to go ahead and send you that. But before you go, don't leave Miss Kiwi not done, right? We got some people on here who are ready to make a little bit more income this year than they did last year. If that is you, put me in the chat, right? 2026 about to be your year, but we're going to end 2025 with a little bit more income than we anticipated to do so. I see we got a bunch of me's. I see Nicole. I see William. I see y'all lit up. I see it. I see it. I see it. So let me tell you a little bit about Miss Kiwi, right? I am from Riviera Beach, Florida. I'm a managing director here with Freedom Path. I'm a financial services broker with Freedom Path. I'm a national trainer. I am a tax preparer. I'm a notary, and I'm also a licensed life insurance agent since 2018. The words I like to live by is you don't want to cheat yourself, treat yourself. And I want to pause for a second to let you guys know what that means. Like sometimes in life, we have situations where we're always giving. We're giving everybody else. A person's going through something, we'll stop, drop, and roll for them in a heartbeat. And you've heard people say it all the time, but when I need the assistance, nobody stop, drop, and roll for me. So sometimes you have to learn how to be a little selfish and put yourself first. And that's what I mean. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. And so in this opportunity, I had to invest to get started. But when I told you before, I had to pay almost 300 because I was working on my credit and I'm getting to the business, and I didn't have much to give to get started. I didn't have Klarna, I didn't have any of that, but I had a dream. And I was tired. I'm a single mom. My son is in college. He's a sophomore in college on a basketball scholarship. He's doing well. I'm excited about that. And I remember working at that law firm, and you guys could let me know. Working at that law firm, I was just overworked, and I got paid well. I won't say underpaid. I got paid well, but I was tired. I couldn't take a break because I'm the only parent. I couldn't stop paying the bill because I'm the only one paying them. Right. So you get to the point where you're just kind of burnt out. And that's where I was. I needed a way to be able to make some extra income, but I didn't want to work two jobs. If I worked two jobs, I would never be around for my son. I was barely around as it is because trial was taking me places I didn't want to be. I'm working 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and he's 8, home by himself since 2:30 in the afternoon, where we're using FaceTime to survive. Right. So this opportunity didn't come in just to help me work on my credit. The business opportunity helped me be able to elevate my life. It actually took me away from being a paralegal. It gave me all 4 years of his high school years. I was able to be at every game, didn't miss a game, didn't do anything. I was able to work from home. I was able to do college tours, just take my laptop, help my clients on the road, sign them up on the road. At nighttime, when I'm in the hotel room, that's when I would go ahead and send out their letters. This is a game changer, you guys, and I'm excited to tell you a little bit about it. So as a broker, you're going to be able to offer your clients everything that we offer, which is our Freedom Wealth. We just went over that about the credit. right? You'll be able to see from your own back office and your own platform everything there is that's going on with your client and their personal credit endeavors. You'll be able to assist them with sending out their letters. You'll be able to do a lot from your own website. So that's one of the things that you get here. You get your own website. You know how much they cost? A lot. You're getting that for free. You're going to be able to sign up if you would like to be a licensed life insurance agent. Guess what we offer here at Freedom Path? We offer Freedom Life. So now you get a chance to study and become a licensed life insurance agent. If you're already licensed, like I was, like Miss Kewi was, then you just go ahead and get appointed and we go ahead and keep moving, right? Our BCA program is our Business Credit Academy. I love it to death because I run across a lot of people who are business owners, but they're not quite set up properly. And so the BCA is going to make sure that they have all of their compliance needs met, going to make sure they have their NAPA validation. Everything is going to be checked off like a little checklist to make sure they're good. But at the end of the BCA program, guess what they get? 50K in funding. Somebody put 50K in the chat. They get $50,000 in funding. All they have to do is complete the academy. So if you know someone that's a brand new business owner and they're a little confused on what they're supposed to be doing, as a broker, you will be able to offer them this service. Now we have our ID club coming soon. I think in 2026, going to be able to assist you with that. So people who need identity theft and all those kind of things, they'll be able to sign up with you for those services. And then we have our bulk funding. It's an amazing opportunity to help someone else that has a dream about their business, to take it to a larger scale or a larger platform and help them get the capital they need to take their business to that next level. As a broker, you're going to be able to offer them business funding. How do you guys feel about that? I hope we see some fire emojis or something in the chat. Now, Freedom Path is a fintech company. I know a lot of people don't know what fintech is or never heard of it, but it's basically, I like to say, where financial literacy meets technology. It's the integration of technology into offering of financial services companies to help improve help improve their delivery to consumers. So if you think about it this way, I'm going to ask you a question. In this day and age, when is the last time you physically went into your bank? Not online banking, but when is the last time you physically walked into your bank and did the full transaction in your bank? I'm not talking about the ATM. No, no, no. I'm talking about physically going in and completing the form, right? And giving it to the teller, unless you got a long time, right? It's been a long time since we've done those kind of things because everything now is online, right? We do online banking. You can cash your check by taking a picture of it. You don't have to physically go into the bank no more with that check every week. And you don't have to do that. And that's fintech. That's the technology part, right? So the global fintech market is projected to grow up to 700 billion by 2030, driven by the demand of easier, faster, and more accessible services. Remember, we only have to swipe our cards no more. We just tap. We just tap it, right? The traditional financial system isn't what it used to be. It's advanced. And so I want you to think about, as a broker or as a potential broker, that's why you're here to get the information. As a potential broker, you want to be a part of this before it expands. Remember when Facebook came out, everybody like, oh, that's a little college tool. Look at it now, right? You want to be a part of fintech before it gets this big. They just said on the news I seen earlier today that robots are going to be taking over most of the jobs that we have. Do you have a plan B? This is my plan B, C, D, E, and F because I'm offering a life insurance. I'm offering funding. I'm offering credit. I'm offering business credit. ID coming up next. So this right here is multiple jobs in one platform, but it's not a job. It's a business that I'm growing from the comfort of anywhere, from my home, at basketball practice. I'm over here at band practice. I'm over here at the recital with my daughter. I got this going on at dance. I'm at church and I'm waiting. I'm in the parking lot. For those that do Uber in between your breaks, you got people in the car. This opportunity can be for anybody. You just got to be present to win. So you can't be lazy and want to be a business owner. You can't be lazy and want to be able to offer someone products. You ain't going to make no money. But for me, this changed like I told y'all, I was able to be at every game. He won a state championship. He was the lead scorer. Imagine me having to miss that because I had to work. Now, when I visit him in Alabama, when I go visit him now, I just take my laptop. I'm not losing anything. I can still run my business at any given time because I have my phone and I have my laptop. So we get paid 5 different ways. Somebody put the number 5. We get direct commission, right? That means you're going to go out, someone signs up for one of your products, you're going to get paid for that product directly, right? So if a person signs up for Freedom Wealth, we make about $75.60. I mean, you probably saying that's it, 75, 60. But trust me when I tell you, it adds up quickly, okay? Then we get residual commission. So every time that person that's in Freedom Wealth makes their monthly commission of the 99 monthly commission, makes their monthly payment of $99, you're going to get a commission that's called residual income. So it's kind of the same if, like, when you think of people who are in the music industry or the movie industry, they get royalty payments, right? Every time that song gets played. I know Angela Bassett getting money because every time What's Love Got to Do with It come back on BET or whatever channel, she's getting a check, right? If you're watching the Titanic, every time you get it on a Netflix or whatever, they're getting a check. That's the same thing as residual income. Every time your client renews and pays their monthly fee, you're going to get a payment, right? Then we have our customer activation bonus, right? So once you get so many points added up, you're going to get a bonus for that. Then we have a leadership match bonus and our infinity growth bonus. I'm going to go into it a little bit deeper right now. So here is your direct commission and your residuals, right? So again, this not including the life insurance, a whole different beast by itself. We get paid different from that, right? So we get 40% commission. Somebody put the number 40% in the chat. I want to make sure you guys remember that number, 40%. Okay, so they pay the 189, we make the 75.60 when they enroll, which is 40% of that number, right? And then we went over the residual, you get 30% of the residual. So every time they make the $99 payment for their Freedom Wealth, you're going to get 30% back in your residual commission. How many times have you done something at your job, but you only get paid how many times? Y'all think about it. When you work at your job, you get paid how many times for it? You do something once at your job, how many times do you get paid for it? Let me see. How you doing, Miss Trapthenia? Hey, coach. Anybody in the chat? If you do something at your once, that's all I needed to see. One time, right? So if I at the law firm, if I go send an email, I'm still gonna get paid that weekly check, right? If I send a second email, they ain't gonna pay me nothing separate. But here you do something one time and you can get paid over and over and over again just for signing that one person up, right? Every time they make their monthly payment, you're gonna continue to get the commission. And that's what I love about it. Even when you don't think you're getting anything, guess what? You're getting some. Okay, so let's move on. All right, so then we have our customer activation bonus. So we go by points here, right? So if you sign someone up for the Freedom Wealth, that's 1 point. If you got 3 members in 1 week, that's 3 points. And as you see here on the screen, 3 product points equals $100. So you're going to get 75.60 times 3 plus the additional $100. I wish we was getting $100 at my law firm. I ain't gonna tell you how many times I don't have to train people to do stuff and do that. They ain't pay me nothing extra, honey. I wish I was getting it, right? If you get 5 points in 1 week, that's $200. Guess what? If you sign somebody up for business funding, you could earn 5 points in 1 week if they got approved for the funding. You would just earn an additional 200 on top of whatever you'd have made for the funding, right? 10 points gets you 500, 15 points get you 1,000, but look at 20 points. Game changer, $2,500. Now, I don't know how Trithenia did, or Jessica, I don't know what you did, or Donnie, I don't know what you did, Dr. G, I don't know what you did, but when Miss Kewi joined, wait a minute, 20 points. So you mean I get 20 people enrolled? I know 20 people with bad credit right now. My son ain't even got no credit, but that no credit is bad credit. That one, my mama, my brother, my other brother. I got 3 more brothers. What we have the 8 right there? I got a couple of cousins looking crazy. I can call them right now. But I get 20 of them to sign up in 1 week. I just made $2,500 the next week. Did I tell y'all we get paid every week? Did I tell y'all that? So think about when you come on. If you're in a financial crunch right now, and you're like, I need to be able to make some money fast. Boom. This your way out. That's $2,500 bonus. That ain't even including the money you would have made for them enrolling in the product. I want to make sure I'm clarifying so everybody understands the commission that can be made here. We have what we call our leadership match bonus. That means if you decide to build a team, it's not required, but if you decide to build a team, you're going to be able to earn up to 20% from your team's commission as an override bonus. Remember, you're helping your team, you're doing things to make sure they're set up properly. You want to make sure your team wins. Anybody that represents you and below, you want to make sure that you're always there to assist them. So why not give you up to 20% to make sure that you are compensated for your hard work? See, at the law firm, again, I'm going to say it again. I used to sit there and train everybody. I still got paid my hourly pay. They ain't pay me nothing. They ain't even give me a cookie. I ain't get nothing extra in addition to nothing. I got to keep chugging along, right? And then we have one of my favorites, which is the monthly infinity growth bonus. So once you've gotten your points up there, and I want to make sure you know they're recurring, right? Once you've got your points up there, you got up to 150 points, the company's just going to give you an extra $1,000 a month. That ain't including, everything else that you've done in that month. As long as you have the 150 and you maintain your 150, you got 1,000 coming to you every month. 300 is 2,000. We got people on here right now that are getting 16,000, 8,000 in bonus every single month. For me, 8,000 pays all my bills. What about y'all? Right? If you were getting an $8,000 monthly bonus, would that change your life? Yes or no in the chat? I ain't gonna lie, 2,000 to change my life. I'm grateful for whatever I get every time. Right? I agree with you, Donnie. Winning, right? I'm grateful for whatever I can get. But what I'm trying to tell you is you get more money and you're always elevating. Bulk funding. Let's talk about the funding a little bit. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. As you see, they're getting funded. We got a client right here. They got a credit-based working capital funded deal in internet technology with Coach Kev, 113,000. Look at the capital. Imagine the client's face. Imagine how excited they were when they got those results that they were approved. Imagine Coach Kev's face when he found out they were approved, right? Because it's a different feeling when you have a client applying for something, but when they come back and you get that approval, you as a broker feel amazing because you just helped someone else towards their dream of whatever it is they want to do with that 113,000. You were able to be an instrumental part of that. But the one thing I love about the funding is, as a broker, all you're doing is giving them the application. Underwriting takes over from there, and your clients can literally, when they get the email from underwriting, letting them know what information they need to send back, they can communicate with underwriting from that point forward. You will be included on all emails, letting you know the updates and what's going on, just in case you need to remind your client. But underwriting takes over from there because they're the ones that have to give the approval, right? We have someone here, 25,000 in record time. Helped an HVAC business owner who was nervous about even getting started. It was lightning fast funding. They can be funded in 4 or 5 days. It's an amazing platform. I don't want to get too emotional about Freedom Path, but it definitely changes life. Look at Miss Brenda Colston real quick. $3 million. $3,300,000 for a construction loan for a church campus. Somebody put amen in the chat. Credit based. So we base it on 2 different things, either credit based or their revenue. And as you see, the church got it through their credit, right? So in this instance, if you ran across a client who their credit wasn't where it's supposed to be, guess who can help them improve their credit score while they're still getting approved for funding? You can. You have all the tools to be able to assist them as a broker, which is why I love it here. So for the second time, I'm going to go ahead and go through these, but I just want to give you some examples real quick in regards to the real estate investment loan. So here we are. We have an REI, right? The person was funded, over $1 million. The commissional revenue was what? 30,000. We get 40% as a broker on these deals. You would have just made 12 grand. You would have also got a bonus because remember, you get 5 points. You'd also made an additional $200 in the bonus. What would you do with an extra 12,000? Anybody in the chat? How could 12,000 change your life? Remember, all you did was give them the application. They got approved and you just made $12,000 and you just changed someone's life. That's what we do here. We change lives, including your own. Right? Let's look at another example. SBA loans, one of the most popular ones, right? So as you see right here, they got a $300,000 SBA loan. right? Commissional revenue was 6,000. You just made 2,400. Remember, I told you I'm grateful. That 2,400 for me right now would get me some tires. The little Audi costs a little money. Them tires expensive, right? To get me some new tires, it'll help me stock up on groceries, right? Pay off a credit card up or catch it up or do whatever. For some people, get ready for the holidays, right? Maybe you got to move. Maybe you need to pay something up or you're behind on something. It can change your life. Every dollar counts. Okay. And then we have right here our commercial real estate loan. $1 million funded. The company made 20,000. You get 40%, $8,000 just for giving out the application, posting about the information about what you offer. Okay, so we have something in your back office. It's called a funding tracker. You'll be able to keep up with your clients in which, who all apply for the funding. You'll be able to look here where it says notes. The underwriters will give you notes on what the status is or what's needed there. You'll be able to also send them the application from here. And they also get like with the Business Credit Academy, I kind of get off topic, but they also get a scan in regards to where their credit score is and where things lie. But everything is in your back office. It's already set up for you. Day one, minute one of you enrolling as a broker, you have access to this. We also have a cruise coming up, and you have time to go ahead and qualify for that. But this is what your back office will look like. You'll see you have, who's here with the cruise line. You have here your dashboard, the events that are happening within the company. You have your resources, your commission. You'll be able to see what you've made or what you're earning and so forth. Everything is there. It's kind of effortless. You don't have to worry about trying to figure things out. If you want to be a presenter, they have all of the presentations here at the bottom of the screen. Under resources, you'll be able to access all of the above. Let me get back because I done jumped around on my presentation. Don't worry about it, y'all. I'm gonna get it right back up here. Hold on one second. There we go. Right? So become a broker under your own terms. You get a chance to have dedicated training, weekly pay and monthly pay. You work from anywhere. It's not a work from home. You can do it from anywhere. You have your own co-branded website, training and certifications included, because you'll be able to take a certification called Broker University that's going to get you kind of sharpened up on all the tools and things that we offer here at Freedom Path. You'll get recognition, awards, trips, and more. And what I love about it is it's a willable and sellable and transferable business, meaning that you can pass it down from generation to generation. All right. So I want to talk a little bit about the success stories. We have these individuals on here tonight. Rod Farrell, after proudly serving 7 years in the United States Army, he transitioned into the automotive industry where he spent 25 years as a finance manager, right? About 8.5 years ago, he was diagnosed with cancer. With the help of his wife, he was able to beat that and get through that. And luckily and thankfully today, let's go ahead and just put some prayer emojis in the chat. He is cancer free and has been ever since, right? But he realized he was helping everybody else give opportunities of helping them be able to, get new cars and do things because of their credit, and realized that his credit wasn't as good as it's supposed to be. Freedom Path has been the perfect vehicle for that mission to help him get back on track. What began as a career pivot has grown into a purpose-driven ministry for him and his wife. Together, they have locked arms. They are both brokers in this amazing company, and their goal is to positively impact the lives of 1 million people with heart, hustle, and higher purpose. That's what they do. And so, like I said at the beginning of this, we are family here at Freedom Path. And this is both Rod and his beautiful wife, Trithenia Farrell. They actually, as I stated before, I had surgery. And so when I had to drop my son off to college this year, I was only a few weeks post-op. I did not get approved to be on that drive and that trip to drop him off. And I did it anyway because I'm a single mama. I got to do what I got to do. But they drove all the way from Mobile to see my son just to make sure he was good, because I had to hurry up and get back on the road and get home. I was kind of getting a little sick, wasn't feeling too good, but they did that. And that's what I love about the leaders that we have here at Freedom Path is you're not in this business by yourself. All right. You're in this business with a bunch of people who are kingdom driven, and we want to see everybody win. Like I said, you want to see yourself win, but we want to see you win as well. When you are down, we bring you up. And that's what I love about this wonderful platform. I want to thank both of you again for doing that. Right. So we have Dr. G, right? He's an entrepreneur, an educator, and a financial freedom advocate. He has spent his life guiding families and professionals toward wealth and legacy. After 23 years in the education system from the school district, he decided to go ahead and just take a break. And now, after decades of watching other families struggle with limited access to funding and financial education, he knew there had to be a better way. And that's what Freedom Path did for him. It gave him the tools to deliver real solutions, helping other people repair their credit, access capital, and create the generational wealth. This is where passion and purpose meets. Legacy isn't what you leave behind. You see what he said at the bottom? Oh God, my thing went away. Right? Legacy isn't what you leave behind. It's what you build while you're still here. I love that message. I love it. I love it a lot. And we have one more, two more testimonials. We have Mr. Alan Pender, 23 years old, as a Navy veteran. Thank you so much for your service, and home ownership coach. He joined Freedom Path with the mission to help 1,000 families rebuild credit and regain their buying power. He started working on his own credit, and at 23 was able to purchase his own home. Most recently, got married. Kudos to you and your beautiful wife. The platform is simple, the tools are powerful, and the impact is real. Now I'm earning income from home, serving others, and helping people take control of their future. He's 23. Probably, listen, some of us are 40, 50 years old. He figured it out at 23. Imagine if we would have figured this out at 23. Kudos to him. Got his endeavors in order, right? Anybody can do this, all right? Then we have Miss Kiana Dorsey, a single mother of four, juggling not one, not two, not three, but sis was juggling four jobs at one time. She said, it's like I had a job for each of my children, right? I was disrespected for the last time and I was tired of being sick and tired. I had no time for my kids, right? I missed all their performances, different events, and just no time at all for nothing or nobody. I was introduced to this platform and it literally changed my life. I have time for my family now, big time. That's powerful. Right? I can travel and go to their events. I don't miss a beat. I saw the value in the opportunity, so I took it and haven't looked back. I hit the ground running and never looked back. Once I got started, my credit score went up 92 points. She's honored to be here in this platform. Time freedom is what we all need, right? You can't work yourself to death because you're going to miss out on the great things that life has to offer, right? So if you find yourself in that situation where all you're doing is working and you barely have time for your kids, and if you don't have kids, you want to make time for yourself, right? This is that platform, but you got to show up to grow up, right? So become an independent broker. Like I said before, we have your personalized back office and website. You're going to have Broker U to help you learn how to grow and learn the products. You're also going to have the person that invited you. You're going to get your tools, training, and support. Everything is already included, including the comprehensive marketing system. So if you don't know how to market, that's fine. When I joined, I didn't even know how to use Facebook. I used to share everything everybody else shared. I didn't know nothing about, oh, I'm supposed to post myself. Oh, for real? I ain't know nothing about it. Remember, I was just a paralegal. I ain't know. But they taught me that. Coach Kev taught me that. Shout out to him. And I've been here ever since, going on almost 7 years in this industry. It's a beautiful thing. All right. So 3 easy steps. What do? You're going to let people know what you do, right? If they're not going to know to sign up for the credit if they don't know you offer it, right? You're going to direct them to your website and you're going to help them sign up for the product that they would like to sign up for. It's just that simple. Okay, so we have a movement and we have different brokers all over the country. As you see right here, we even have Alexis Sky. If you guys know who she is like a social media person, I think a model, but she's even joined. We have Brenda in Minnesota. We got Tina in Michigan. Maybe you're like me and Coach Kev, you're in Florida, South Florida to be exact. We have the Farrells who are in Alabama representing, right? Georgia, we got Dr. Michelle Kofer, Cordy Moore. We got a lot of heavy hitters. We got Pennsylvania in the building, North Carolina, New York, Connecticut, you name it, we have it. What's missing on this list is your name. Where do you reside? Where are we going to put you on this map? I want you to join the movement. Remember, you are a service broker in all 50 states, including Puerto Rico. So if you're interested in joining, right, it's going to be $289 to start. Now, this $289 is for anybody who is interested, like Miss Kewi, that needed to work on their own personal credit, right? That's going to be $289 for you to start, right? So that includes your mentorship and coaching, private community, marketing, and website Freedom Wealth and membership. That means you're going to be able to work on your own personal credit, be a product of the product, right? Training and certifications, recognition, awards, trips, everything is included. Willable, sellable, and transferable business. And of course, you're going to get a chance to offer everything that I just went over. That's going to be $289 for you to get started. And then it would be $99 a month. Okay. But if you're saying, Miss Kewi, I just want to be a broker right now. I'm not ready to work on my credit. I just want to be a broker. I want to come in because I need to make this income real quick. I got people that need my assistance. It's going to be $129 for you to get started. $49 a month. And you get everything that we went over, the Freedom Wealth, the bulk funding, Freedom Life, Freedom BCA. You're going to be able to offer that to all of your clients. So you get the whole package. You just don't get to work on your personal credit. But if you change your mind later and want to come back and add the Freedom Wealth, you can always do that on a different date. But it'll be $129, right? And it's the same thing. You can still use Zip, Klarna, or Afterpay to help you get started. Split that baby up into 4 payments. Don't break the bank all at one time, but invest. Think about it. Men and women, right? Y'all invest in haircuts. We invest in wigs and lashes and nails, right? We go out and get a steak dinner real quick, right? Go to the movies real quick. Even in this economy, we're willing to invest in things that don't always bring us something in return. It's time for you to invest your money into something that you can flip. Because again, in this economy, the way things are going, you got to have a plan B. And for some of you, this may be plan A. It's multiple business in one opportunity. I can't preach about it anymore, right? So again, I'm going to ask you the same question. Are you ready, but you have a few questions, right? Or do you know someone that may need this opportunity? You may be on here wanting to be a broker, but know someone that needs the services that we offer as a broker, right? Or yes, I don't know nothing about none of that, Kewi. I am ready to go ahead and get started. Send me the online application. Again, I'm going to invite you to contact the person who invited you today. Is there anybody that have any questions? If so, I'll give you some time to put it in the chat. I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm excited to be back in the building. Nobody is saved. You're correct. You're correct. All right. So I don't see any questions. Go ahead and get back with the person that invited you. It is a pleasure to be able to go ahead and be your presenter on tonight. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. God bless. Again, prayers up to Jamaica. Have a great night, and I'm gone.